Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Legends of Tomorrow Season 1, Episode 16, the season finale of the show. So let's start talking about this episode. Here we get to see the final battle between our team and Vandal Savage. We see a lot of time traveling, and them trying to destroy the meteor, which is a big part of the episode. But it's also our members getting used to going back to their old lives. Sarah finding out that Laurel's dead. Ray and Heatwave having this awesome friendship that you would never expect, but is doing really well. You also have, Victor Stein trying to figure out what his place in the world is. If he wants to be Firestorm anymore, or at least go and travel to the future. But by the end of the episode, they're able to destroy Vandal, save the day pretty much, but also show that they can't have everything they want. Rip Hunter says his goodbye in his own way to his family. Sarah couldn't say goodbye to Laurel, kind of understanding where Rip is coming from. And some members stay, some don't by the end. So the only members that don't stay is the Hawk people. And they're like, we're going on our own journey. Bye. So they leave, and the rest of the team pretty much stays for their own reasons. They're like, hey, we are the Time Masters now. We're going to save time and make sure time is going well, pretty much. But then you have a surprise appearance. Now we finally find out who the surprise character is, and it's Our Man, and he is from the JSA. And they mentioned the JSA in the end of this episode. And they said, don't go on that ship, because you guys are going to die. And Mick, you're the one who told me, so we're going to have to deal with this. And I geeked out so much in that ending. If you guys don't know who Our Man is, he's from the JSA. And he's also the husband of Jesse Quick. And as you guys know, I've been loving Jesse and Flash. So hopefully in the next crossover between Legends and Flash, we'll get to see a Jesse, Our Man little discussion. I would really like that. But now also you have, opportunities to see more of the JSA. We already have mentions of Jay Garrick in The Flash. We, never know. Alan Scott. We have Our Man now, Stargirl, because we know how much Jeff Johns loves that character. The list is endless of people you can have from the JSA going to be on this show. So, I think that's something that's perfect for a show that's called Legends of Tomorrow, and a team that's really all about legends and those type of legacy characters. So, you never know. Shazam, probably not Shazam, but he's a possibility. Again, Jesse's a bigger part of the JSA too, especially the later runs of that. Wildcat, maybe another version of him. I'm just listing off how many great places this can go. So yeah, overall, I really liked the ending. I was very happy, and I was happy that the Hawk people story kind of ended, because that brings me into the part I didn't like about this episode. Vandal Savage's story. I feel, I keep saying that this whole season is that as much as I really like Casper Crump as Vandal Savage, I'm kind of bored by his story, and that affected the finale. I was bored of how they defeated him. Yes, it was cool action, but at the same time, you kind of knew where it was going. I'm like, alright, he's gonna be defeated. Cool, I guess, I like the whole throwback of they went to the different time periods that they visited to destroy Vandal, but at the same time, I'm like, we defeated him already in the crossover. We're just doing it again? I don't know how to feel about this. There wasn't that epic moment with Vandal. Again, with the cliffhanger there was with the JSA stuff. But yeah, I just didn't quite care about the Hawk people or Vandal in this episode, sadly. And that is obviously a big chunk of the episode. But the things that really did well, cliffhanger, as I mentioned, but also a lot of these character moments. We have a really great moment between Captain Cold and Heatwave, which is just, gets you in the heart. You're like, oh my god, how much Heatwave has grown. That buddy friendship between Ray and Heatwave, which I'm just so excited to see more of in the next season. I love those unlikely people coming together to become best friends, maybe, you never know. I'm seeing that they're going to become best friends. But then, another emotional moment being Sarah, her learning about Laurel. And I love how Sarah takes it. I thought it was really well done, and I think they spent enough time on it, but at the same time, again, Sarah it's affected in her way that kind of how Laurel was affected by Sarah's death. I mean, you didn't have as much time to do it, but you see how much these two sisters care for each other, and they really highlighted that really well in this episode. And then even the Firestorm stuff was fun. I could have used even more, but, you know, actually bringing in the transmutation power that I know a lot of Firestorm fans were waiting for. I was definitely waiting for that, so I thought that was interesting, and just seeing how much Professor Stein and Jax's relationship has grown. You really get to see that in this episode. So I think the character moments and the relationships between the team really worked this episode. But the main plot with Vandal kind of just shows how messy this season was. And I think with this finale, it shows that we kind of messed up in this season. But it was our freshman year. And in our sophomore year, we're going to correct our mistakes and kind of go more of this comic book mythology. Not that they didn't. But more of this comic book fun, not defeating a big bad type season, which I think that's the direction they're going to go. So I think they, again, with Vandal Savage, they were tied down a lot this season, but they learned from their mistakes. I'm happy that the Hawk people are probably just going to go to another show as a guest star. I think that's where I'd rather see the Hawk people. But, you know, upset that there's only one female on the team. So hopefully we get to see more female characters in season 2 to, you know, bringing from our man Stargirl. Courtney has to join this team. I would like that a lot, so please let's get to see Courtney next season. But yeah, a lot of possibilities. Overall, it had a lot of good moments in this episode. There were some, you know, boring moments, but I think it was an effective season finale, which got me excited for season 2, which is the most important part. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Of course, we're going to discuss this finale in-depthly on the Legends of Tomorrow podcast, so be sure to listen to that episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.